Vishakha Kolambikar here, lecturer in English, Government Polytechnic, Jalna. Today, we'll discuss Unit 4, that is Office Drafting. In this unit, we'll discuss formatting notices and memorandum, preparation of agenda and writing minutes of meetings, and preparation of reports, progress report, accident report, and case study. We'll see first what is notice. In general, notice is a written information, announcement, warning, or intimation given to the people involved with date, time, place, and subject matter. Notice should be sent or posted certain number of days before it is held, as people can think about the matters of the meeting to attend it. Following are the contents of the notice. A notice always sent or issued by the competent authority or authorities like director, secretary, company HR, manager, principal, etc. It should be written by considering the given contents below, and these are: first, name and address of the institute or organization; next, date, time and place you have to mention; then the content; then copy to whom you issued; then name and sign of the authority. See, here we have the example and format how to write the notice. The example is: draft a notice as the principal of your institute informing first year students about an industrial visit arranged by the college. See students, for preparation of this notice, you have to first write name and address of the institute that we have written here. Okay, as per the previous point we have discussed, first name and address of the institute, right? Then date, this is 15th January, date of the notice we have written. This is the content of the notice where you have to write the time, here time you have mentioned, and the date again. And finally, name and sign of the authority and copy to whom you are addressing the notice. Here coordinator, first year diploma engineering student, and next to notice board for the students. So this is the format. When questions comes in the exam, you have to write the notice in this format only. Again I will repeat: name and address of the institute, date, content of the notice, by whom notice is issued, name and its designation, and the copy too. Then only you are going to get the marks. Now, preparation of agenda and writing minutes of meetings. To call a meeting, before that you have to put the notice. While calling the meeting, you have to prepare the agenda, what you are going to discuss in the meeting, the points. Okay, so here the points I have given. First is type of meeting, whether annual, general, or daily meeting. Then date, time, and place of the meeting. Then business to be transacted at the meeting. Then a brief agenda of the meeting. This is very important again, the agenda of the meeting. Specific resolution if received, and finally other announcements if any. This is what you have to prepare. And then preparation of agenda. When preparing the agenda, you have to take all these points for consideration. First, secretary of the company or association undertake the work of preparing agenda of meeting in a consultation with chairperson or president. Then it is the list of items or points to be discussed in a meeting. The list should be logical order and should be in a scope of business activities only. Then the chairperson of the meeting take agenda one by one to discuss. The list of agenda is sent already to all members along with the notice. Then before reading the agenda, details of the previous meeting should be overviewed. Then difficulties and challenges should be discussed. Then all the members present in the meeting should be participated actively in the discussion. Then Questions and debates will be placed at the end of the discussion. Then next date of the meeting, then vote of thanks, and finally declaration of end of meeting with permission of chairperson. See here, we have taken the next example of notice, but this notice is with agenda. So first we have seen how you have prepared the agenda of the meeting, and as per this preparation you have to prepare this type of notice. The same thing here, name and address of the institute, the date, the content of the notice. The additional part is what? You have to mention the agenda in a points. See the example now. Draft a notice inviting the member to attend a meeting of a board of directors of the company. Here we have taken name and address of the company, that is Mahindra Groups Private Limited, 28/4 Ramnagar, Mumbai. Then the date we have taken. See the notice here. All members are hereby informed that General Director of Mahindra Groups Private Limited will hold the meeting on 20th January 2019 at 4 p.m. This is very important, date and time, at the company conference hall. This is place. So all members attend the meeting. All concerned members should take note of it. Now see the agenda. Agenda of meeting. First, confirmation of details of last meeting, about leave and absent people, then placing an order for new machines and replacement of old machines, then technical collaborations with other national and international firms, date of next meeting, and vote of thanks. Then the general manager, this is what, by whom the notice is issued. So this is the notice with agenda. Next, we'll see memorandum. It is also called as memo. It is a written document which brings attention to the problems and to solve that problem. Memorandum is sent to one person or entire office. It is informing the job objectives if violated. It is the last step to address if the matter is sensitive, otherwise it can be solved through other modes of communication. Need to include all minute details and information of the subject in a memo. When writing a memo, there should be a full preparation by the decision makers too. Right? So you should understood that memo is what? It is again the written document where you have the warning if you have violated any rule whenever you are working. Right? So here we have taken the example. As the head of department, draft a memorandum for the students who have been found using mobile phones in college premises. Warn them of stern action. Same as per the notice, you have to prepare the format, name and address of the institute. Here we have taken Institute of Engineering, Shivajinagar, Nagpur, Department of Civil Engineering. Then here outward number we have taken, outward number. Here see IOE, this is what the abbreviation of Institute of Engineering. Then oblique CE, that is Civil Engineering. Then oblique memo, and then oblique number of the memo. Okay, which number is there, document number it is. So anything you can write. Then the date. Here when you start to write the memo, you can see here you have to write to whom you are giving the memo, then from, and the subject. To second and third year students of the civil engineering department as mentioned in the question. Then from the head civil engineering department, this information is also there in your question only. Then subject is what? Using mobile phones in college premises. Now see the content of the memo, which you have to write in detail with minute details and information of the subject memo as we have discussed. So here this is the details of the information. Now we'll read this. It has been observed that students of second year and third year are using mobile phones in college premises in spite of giving notice not to use. The use of mobile phone in college is violation of college discipline. They are hereby given memo that if they are found using it again in college, strict disciplinary actions will be taken. Strictly make note of this. Again, the notice, the memo by head of department, the signature and name. This is what memo. We have taken the next example, that is what about the industrial example we have taken. The question is, your industry has not been able to meet the production target for the month because of excessive leave of workers. As a manager, draft a memorandum warning the workers that their bonus will be reduced if they take leaves again. See here, the same steps we have taken here also. Name and address of the organization. Here we have written Kalyani Automobiles Private Limited, 58/2 MIDC area, Aurangabad. Then outward number we have taken here, the date. This is to all workers of the industry from manager production department. And what is the subject? About excessive leaves of workers. So this is the content, and in that content we have mentioned in detail information, and this is what the authority, manager. Okay. Next we'll see preparation of reports. Here we have two reports, that is progress report and accident report. We will discuss. There are many kinds of reports to write, and you have follow some guidelines to write any type of report, and these guidelines are as follows. These are some guidelines which you have to follow. One is, drafting or writing a report in any organization is very important for the progress and development of an organization. Next, there are many aspects to write a report, like problem solved or explained, finding facts and conveying information, putting ideas and thoughts before the authority, sometimes making recommendations. Next, report should be written in detail and comprehensive with proper logical order. Then, report should have clear and concise language. It should not be lengthy. Report should have a relevant matter as per the subject and definite conclusion. This is what for any report you have to follow. First, now we'll see progress report. So generally progress report is sent by the employee to his employer. It is written by individuals and sent it in the letter form. It is about rise or fall of production. Progress report have certain time duration. It can be a daily progress, it can be a weekly, it can be monthly, that is 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or it can be a yearly. For example, here, students progress report, staff progress report, employees progress report, institute progress report, and etc. When writing the progress report, these points you have to again consider. One is how much work is completed. Next, what part of a work is currently in progress. Then, what work remains to be done. Then, what problems or unexpected things, if any, have arisen. And then, how the project is going in general. Okay, so writing any progress report, you have to write with all these points. Means this point should be there. Now, see here, this is the company report. What is the question here? As a manager, write a progress report of your company product. You have taken the name of the company, that is Celltel Communications. The same thing, name and address of the company, then date. Here you are addressing to the chairman of the company. Who is addressing? A manager. Manager, write a progress report of your company product. Manager is addressing to the chairman, right? So, writing to the chairman, Celltel Communications, MIDC sector number 5, Hadapsar, Pune. What is the subject here? Report on the progress of the company product during month of September and October. Right? You should understood that Just 2 months report is there, company report. Now see, dear sir, it is pleasure to submit the report on progress of company product. During the last 2 months, our company product has done well definitely. Cell phones launched by our company have made good entry in the market and give strong competition to the other brands. It is very remarkable progress. Then here we have mentioned reasons for progress. 3 reasons we have mentioned here. This is very important again. Students, when you are writing the progress report, you should write reason for progress and suggestions. Here reasons, 3 reasons we have mentioned, that is company's decision to launch such type of a project that helps for the progress, then quality and marketing policy for launching it, then cost of product is affordable than other products in the market. This is what the 3 reasons of the progress. And the suggestions means still you need to progress it. This is not the satisfactory information, then you have to proceed, you have to progress in a future also. That's why here we have 3 suggestions again we have given. We are, first is we are definitely happy but needs more improvement for its marketing. Then there is a still scope for quality of product, and then need some more features to expand marketing area. So in order to increase the progress, more additional trained technical staff should be recruited. Thanking you. And this is what your manager, name of manager, Seldon Communications. Right? So this is the format of progress report. Name and address of the organization, date, to whom you are addressing, subject, content, then progress, reasons for progress, and the suggestions, and finally by whom, the authority who is informing, right? Then we see accident report. When writing the accident report, the following points you have to again consider. Report to head of the institute or organization. It is the first step. When the accident happens, you have to report to the head, any head of that organization. Then date, time and place should be mentioned. Next step, subject should be clear and concise. Then next, nature and cause of accident. After that, injury and loss. Then suggestions, and finally name and signature. This is what the format of any accident report. See here. Subject, you can understand that here. What is the subject here for accident report? A report of accident at chemistry lab. See here. When writing the accident report, you have to write it name and address to the right side of the paper. Here as we have written it XYZ, or you can take the imaginary name here, chemistry lab in charge, SB Polytechnic Nashik, and the date we have taken. Then to whom you are addressing, we are addressing first to the head of the institute, here to the principal, SB Polytechnic Nashik. Of accident we are, when we are writing these details, as we have discussed previously, nature and cause of accident you have to mention, injury and loss and suggestion. Likewise, we have taken here nature and cause, injury and loss and suggestions. After that, you are sincerely chemistry lab in charge, SB Polytechnic. So this is what the format of accident report. So students, like this you have to practice for the report writing. Basically it is the computer related activity that you have to do it on the computer, but if you don't have computers, you can practice it on the plain paper and pen. So students, if you have query regarding this drafting, office drafting, do ask me, do text me. Thank you.